Look, right now, at this very moment, something inside you knows the truth. You weren't born to repeat the same patterns, live the same fears, or carry the same limitations as those who came before you. The fire in your chest isn't anxiety, it's the signal. The key is already in your hand. Listen closely, your awakening isn't coming, it's already here. The question is, will you turn the lock? You've felt it, haven't you? That invisible weight pressing down on your shoulders, whispering that you're meant for more but somehow trapped in less. These aren't just your struggles, they're generational chains, patterns passed down like inheritances nobody wanted. Your family's fears, their unfulfilled dreams, their quiet resignations, all of it has been stacking up, waiting for someone strong enough to say enough. The rust on these chains is thick, but rust means weakness. One strong pull and they shatter. Pay attention to this. Proverbs 13 verse 22 tells us a good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children. But what if the inheritance is poverty mindset, limitation, and fear? What if you're the first seed planted in new soil, ready to produce an entirely different harvest? Napoleon Hill understood this when he wrote, "You are the master of your destiny." Not your parents' destiny, not your circumstances' destiny, yours. The power to rewrite your family's story lives in your hands right now. In real life, this means you stop accepting what you've always accepted. You stop tolerating dysfunction because that's just how we are. You start saying no to what everyone else says yes to. Your awakening begins with recognition. You must see the pattern clearly before you can interrupt it. These behaviors, self-sabotage, settling for less, fear of success, they're not personality traits. They're old code running on outdated software, and you're about to install a complete system upgrade. Here's what they never told you: your struggles weren't punishments, they were the friction that sparked your inner flame. Every hardship, every setback, every moment you thought would break you was actually adding fuel to the fire that now burns inside you. You think you were randomly dealt a hard hand? No. You were specifically forged in heat because only fire can purify gold. Your difficulty was your refining process. Think about Moses. Raised in luxury, then exiled to the desert for 40 years before encountering the burning bush that changed everything. Why? Because liberation requires someone who has been set ablaze with purpose. You've lived in the tension between who you were told to be and who you know you can become. That tension created heat. That heat created fire. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." The inferno within you wasn't given for comfort, it was given to consume every limitation in its path. What does this actually look like? It means you stop dimming yourself to make others comfortable. It means you pursue the opportunity even when your family questions it. It means you build the business, leave the relationship, move to the new city, whatever your fire is demanding. Your identity has been under construction your entire life, and now the building phase is complete. Romans 8 verse 37 declares, "In all these things we are more than conquerors." The weight of your lineage isn't meant to crush you, it's the pressure that turns coal into diamond. Stop and breathe. Feel that shift in your chest? That's not anxiety, that's your soul recognizing truth. You're closer to breakthrough than you've ever been. Let's get tactical. This isn't mystical, it's strategic combat. First, you must identify the battlefield. What specific territory keeps getting conquered by the same enemy? Financial struggle? Toxic relationships? Self-doubt at the edge of success? Name the battleground. Map the terrain. You cannot win a war you refuse to acknowledge. Your radical transformation begins with radical reconnaissance. Second, you study the enemy's playbook. Where did this invasion start? Who opened the gate? What defense system failed? Most patterns operate on one strategic lie: this fortress is impenetrable. But Jeremiah 29 verse 11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." The enemy says the walls can't be breached. Your destiny says you're already inside, dismantling from within. Here's the practical part. Write down the 3 behaviors you keep repeating that you hate. Then write down what you're going to do instead. Not try to do, but actually do, starting tomorrow. Third, you deploy new weapons. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, teaches that identity change drives lasting behavior change. You're not trying to defend better, you are a fortress with impenetrable walls. Your new strategy isn't theoretical, it's operational. Execute it today. Rebirth is violent. Let's not romanticize it. The caterpillar doesn't gently transition into a butterfly, it literally dissolves into liquid before reconstructing itself. You're standing at a portal right now, between who you were and who you're becoming. 1 foot in the old world, 1 foot in the new. And portals are dangerous places because both realities are pulling at you simultaneously. This discomfort isn't confusion, it's the physics of dimensional shift. Jesus told Nicodemus in John 3 verse 3, "No one can see the kingdom of God unless they are born again." Stepping through portals isn't optional for those destined to break generational patterns, it's required. You cannot carry old world baggage into new world territory. Your new era demands you travel light. This means relationships will shift, old comforts will lose their appeal, and familiar places will feel like foreign countries. Translation: some people won't make the journey with you, and that's okay. Some friendships will end. Some family members will resist. Some comforts you've clung to will lose their grip. This is the price of the portal, and it's worth paying. The in-between phase is where most people retreat. Nobody can see which world you're in because you're transitioning between both. Thomas Edison said, "Our greatest weakness lies in giving up." The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Stay in the portal. The other side is closer than the entrance behind you. Ask yourself right now, what am I afraid to release? That thing? That's exactly what belongs in the old world. Your fear is the border guard trying to keep you from crossing. Who do you believe you are? Not who others say you are, not who circumstances suggest you are. Who do you, in the quiet of your own mind, believe yourself to be? This question is the key to every locked door in your life. Your identity is the master key. Every door, every opportunity, every result either opens or stays locked based on whether you have the right key. If you see yourself as someone who doesn't belong, every door stays locked. If you see yourself as someone who holds the master key, every door swings open. Look at how Joseph operated in Genesis. sold into slavery by his brothers, falsely accused, thrown into prison, yet he carried himself like royalty in every room. Why? Because he held the key of identity. His dreams weren't wishes, they were previews of unlocked doors. Years later, standing before Pharaoh, he wasn't shocked by his promotion because he knew he'd been carrying the key all along. That's the liberation you're stepping into. Let me be blunt, you need to start acting like the person you're becoming before you become them. Walk into rooms like you belong there. Speak with the authority of someone who knows their worth. Make decisions from your future identity, not your past. Napoleon Hill wrote, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Proverbs 18 verse 21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." Speak what doors you're unlocking. Say it until your hand stops shaking, then say it until you turn the key without hesitation. Let's build your arsenal. First tool, the morning ritual. How you start your day determines what grows from it. Spend the first hour of every morning in what I call the growth triangle. Feed your mind, read something transformational, feed your spirit, pray, meditate, or reflect, and feed your body, move it, even if just for 10 minutes. This triangle creates soil conditions where old weeds cannot survive and new seeds flourish. Second tool, the accountability mirror. Every night, look yourself in the eyes and ask 3 questions. What did I plant today? What weeds did I pull? What will I water tomorrow? David Goggins teaches this practice, and it's brutally effective. You cannot hide from yourself in the mirror. This daily inventory keeps you honest about what you're cultivating. Stop overcomplicating this. Pick one habit you're planting this week. Just one. Not 10, not 5, 1. Water it every single day for 7 days, then add another. Third tool, the 5-person garden. Jim Rohn said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." List your 5 people right now. Are they planting or poisoning? Your new harvest requires new gardeners. Choose your 5 wisely, they're either fertilizer or fungus. Pause the excuses. Stop negotiating with weeds. You already know what needs to be uprooted. The only question is, will you finally pull it? Make no mistake, you're constructing something that outlasts you. The moment you decided to build differently, you became an architect of futures you'll never see. These structures aren't always external. Sometimes the greatest architecture is internal, the belief systems, the emotional patterns, the spiritual foundations you're laying. Ephesians 6 verse 12 warns us, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world." Your greatest opposition is the blueprint saying, "This is how it's always been built." Who do you think you are? I'll tell you. You're someone who refuses to replicate faulty designs. You're someone who believes better blueprints exist. You're someone who has been awakened to construction principles that create structures lasting generations. That's who you are. And that identity terrifies every weak foundation, every crumbling structure, every inherited defect in your lineage. In plain terms, your kids won't have to heal from what you're healing from. Your grandkids won't carry what you're putting down. That's legacy. Sun Tzu wrote in The Art of War, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, You need not fear the result of 100 battles. Know this, the enemy is every blueprint that says you must build what was built before. Know yourself, you are the architect with new plans. Protect your construction site. Your legacy depends on it. Here's something nobody tells you about building differently. It's lonely. You'll be the first in your family to design this way, construct this way, engineer this way. There's no blueprint, no mentor who built your exact structure, no crowd who understands what you're attempting. You're pioneering architecture, and pioneers draft alone before others follow. This loneliness isn't punishment, it's proof you're designing original work. Replicas are crowded. Innovation is solitary. Jesus spent 40 days alone in the wilderness before beginning his ministry. Moses spent 40 years in the desert before leading the Exodus. Your drafting season is preparing you for your construction phase. Use the solitude to refine your blueprints. When there's no external validation, you learn to trust your own measurements. When there's no crowd applauding, you learn to be your own quality inspector. You'll eat dinner alone sometimes. You'll work while they party. You'll say no to invitations that used to excite you. This is the cost, and it's temporary. Brené Brown teaches, you either walk inside your story and own it, or you stand outside your story and hustle for your worthiness. Your job isn't to convince anyone of your architecture, it's to build so well that the structure becomes undeniable. Your completed building will be your testimony. You're closer than you think. Every time you watered, every time you pulled weeds, every time you protected the soil, you were nurturing what couldn't yet be seen. The breakthrough you're waiting for isn't a single moment, it's the culmination of 1,000 small tending moments suddenly becoming visible. Malcolm Gladwell's tipping point principle applies here. You've been underground for so long it feels like nothing's growing. Then suddenly, you break surface, and exponential growth takes over. Isaiah 43 verse 19 promises, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." Your new growth is springing up right now. Can you perceive it? Or are you so focused on the dirt you're missing the sprout? Pay attention. The signs are everywhere, unexpected opportunities, sudden clarity, doors opening that were previously locked. Watch for these 3 signals: opportunities appearing from nowhere, old temptations losing their power, and people treating you differently without you saying a word. These aren't coincidences. They're the first leaves reaching towards sunlight. The breakthrough requires one final element: patience. Not passivity, patience. You've planted seeds with every right choice, now you must trust the harvest is coming. Your radical transformation is already germinating. The only question remaining is, are you ready to tend what's about to break through? Right now, something in your life is about to surface. You feel it pushing through. Don't dig it up to check. Don't question the timeline. When it breaks ground, celebrate it boldly. Listen carefully, this is your commission. You now carry fire, and that comes with responsibility. You didn't ignite just for yourself. Every person who comes after you navigates by the light you're holding right now. Your children, your siblings, your community, they're all watching, whether you realize it or not. You're not just illuminating your path, you're lighting the way for your entire lineage. This is your torch-bearing work. Treat it with the seriousness it deserves. Your marching orders are simple but not easy. Keep the flame burning. The awakening you've experienced isn't a one-time ignition, it's a daily tending. Every morning, you must add fuel before the embers die. Protect your fire fiercely. Build windbreaks that shield your flame. Surround yourself with people who carry their own torches, not those who blow out yours. And when darkness tries to extinguish you, and it will, remember why you were ignited. Starting today, not tomorrow, today, you make one decision as the person you're becoming, not the person you were. Just one. That's how the fire spreads. Galatians 6 verse 9 instructs, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." You are so close to reaping what you've sown. Do not let your fire die now. The patterns end in your flames. The rise begins in your heat. Your new era isn't approaching, it's already blazing. Now walk with the torch you've been given. Go burn through every limitation. Go rise like smoke that cannot be contained. Go show the world what happens when the fire finally spreads. The patterns dissolve in your fire. The power begins in your hands. You are the one who holds the key others searched for, plants what others neglected, and builds what others abandoned. Your awakening, your rebirth, your radical transformation, it's all real, it's all happening, and it's all unstoppable. Remember this moment. Remember this truth. You were born carrying the torch. Now burn like you believe it. If this message found you exactly when you needed it, comment "I'm ready" below. Your awakening isn't an accident. Let's rise together.